Hi there, everyone. We are doing the numerology for 2023. We are going to explore the deeper meaning of this year. So, if you add 2, 0, 2, 3 together, you get the number 7. To find your personal number for this year, add your month, day, and the 2023 year together. If that number is over 11, then add the two numbers together to get the correct numerological influence for yourself this year. Your year starts at your birthday, and the numerological impact will last until your birthday, 2024. So an example would be if somebody is born August 16th in 2023, you add the 8, the 1, the 6, the 2, the 0, the 2, the 3, you get a 22. And if you add the 2 and the 2 together, you get the number 4. If in your own personal numerology you have a well-positioned 7, then this year will be lucky for you. If you have a number 7 as a karma number, born in the 7th month or July, or a destiny number when you add your entire birth date together, so the example would be 8, 16, 19, 50, then the pressure will increase and those things that have blocked you from achieving your destiny will surface, forcing you to change and create better boundaries, which is the number 7. So there's a lot to go over here, so let's start at the top. This year is the number 7 and all about really thinking things through and being open to new strategies that will allow us to come together to combat those situations that seem to want to pull us under. 2022 was the number 6, and that meant that we were going to have to find the answers within and step back from the social media overload to get back to center and to find the answers in the stillness rather than outside ourselves. The way the angels explained the numerology to me was that the number 6 is an introspective seeking pattern. But once we discover the answer, then we come out in a big way to actively set very new patterns in motion, which is the number 7. The number 7 gets us to come out of the cave, the number 6, and learn how to balance the inner self with the external world. This is the number where many come together in order to pull all the potential ideas into one place and find the best methods to proceed forward. Through engaging others, we learned that this year is a collective opportunity to get involved, to cooperate, and to generate new interest. This year has a type of progressive momentum that can carry us out of the mess we seem to be in and instead bring functional insight towards solutions that we have all been seeking. This number is not fast, but it generates enthusiasm, and that creates opportunities for brave and bold moves. This is a number that requires a great deal of mental focus to help us manifest stronger positions from the obvious weak choices of our past. This number reminds us that we are all connected and that the universal languages are always speaking to us, but now we seem to be listening more intently and asking for answers to come to us from those places of cosmic grace. This number asks us to bring our cognitive mind into better communication with our intuitive self. This is a number that will open others into looking for signs from the angels and guides or the ancestors and those that have passed before us. This is the number of the palmists, the astrologers, the soothsayers, the tarot readers, and those intuitive souls that use tools to explain the mysteries and meaning of certain events. We seek to understand mystical and metaphysical systems in ways that allow us to make better sense out of the confusion and chaos that continues to unfold. In the patterns and cycles of numerology, the numbers 6, 7, 8, and 9 are all called the dark night of the soul, meaning that we are in the dark searching for a treasure that we hid from ourselves until we became conscious enough to understand and remember where we might have put it. This number propels us toward a spiritual journey to reclaim the lost treasures within us. This number is aligned with the prosperities that the mind wishes to understand. We seek to know the secrets of the universe and how all things interconnect. This is a number that seeks to bring the mental and spiritual into better alignment. This is a number that requires great mental discipline to be successful. This number tells me that anyone that comes from places that will intentionally delay or promote confusion and indecisiveness will be judged harshly, and the external voices will get louder in the face of any forms of denial. This is the number that says, enough is enough. The seventh month is mostly the sign of Cancer, and it is a sign of home, hearth, family, and babies. But it is also the sign of practical magic, the type that is not touting a pipe dream, but one that makes a difference in our personal and daily lives. We can also look at the seventh sign in the zodiac, which is Libra. Libra is a sign of relationships and the commitments that are required from each of us to succeed and create healthy families. Libra is ruled by Venus, the goddess of love, beauty, negotiation, and philosophy. She calls us to find a better balance and bring more energy into sensing and seeing beauty. She helps us see that family is connected in ways that allow for us to grow and evolve. That is not the easiest thing to do, but it is important that we learn to work together in our family, even if we have differences. When we learn to love and embrace the variety within our own family, then we can learn to judge others less harshly and from a fairer perspective. If we break the numbers down, we see that there are multiple number twos. The number 2 is the number of the mind and how it loves to compare and find fault with anything different from itself. Those that have so much in the form of external things and materialism also think they are better than others. That is a game the mind plays to feel as if they are king of the hill. So the 2s indicate that we need to stop analyzing things to death, criticizing, finding fault, and twisting things to match our personal biases. Instead, we are being asked to move from a place that serves everyone. The number 3 indicates that we are in for a wild ride in 2023, so it is best to smile even if we are feeling down. Remember, we can laugh or we can cry, and it would be better to laugh more. Crying can make those trying to do their best to pull away from those that they perceive as complaining. So in 2023, it is time to stop whining, get up, get moving, and do what is needed. The 0 in between the two 2s is a placeholder and an amplifier. It can give great insight when utilized properly, but those that overthink or loop on a particular pattern will feel trapped, and as if that noose around their neck is tightening. Even when the number 3 in the pattern tries to turn those frowns upside down, know that there are still very dark forces attempting to undermine many things that had been working for centuries, but there are some that do not want to continue because those choices seem to be speeding up things to an uncomfortable pace. And that discomfort is causing them to want to slam on the brakes and drag all of us backwards with them. This year, notice those thoughts that randomly move through. Notice if they undermine confidence or inspire greatness. Notice if certain individuals intend some form of sabotage or if they are working for the greater good. Do not let your own mind become a weapon that we can use against ourselves. Stay positive. Believe it can be done. Believe that now is the time. Know that those that have the tools will show up when we need them. We must be open and remain as responsible as our positive outlook as we can. When we feel positive inside, then we learn to handle what comes at us from the outside with more confidence and grace. Listen to those whispers that come through the ethers and that attempt to support us in opening, noticing, and shifting course. A lot can get done this year. Let it motivate each of us to do much better and feel as if together we can make a difference in our world. Thanks, everyone.